There we go. Hello everybody, how's it going? Let me just go ahead and start my other camera before I start this session. One sec. Good shot here. Okay. Let's begin. Oh shit, I almost fell off my chair. It's a good way to start the video. How's it going everybody? My name is Ray, and I'm here to help show you what I'm working on today with my artwork. As you can see here, it's going to be a beer label called Sinister Stout, referring to, I guess, the words sinister and cinnamon combined. And the ideal for this project is to make a cinnamon roll with somewhat like a sinister look to it. In doing so, I'm gonna create, or the idea is to create a cinnamon roll with a bunch of eyes that start here and work its way around into infinity, kind of like the I forget what they call them, but it's like the fractal realm, where or something where just time does not exist. What are those things called? It'll come to me eventually. But so far I got the solid sketch in. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that right now. It's in this layer. I'll name this layer raw. It's basically the raw sketch. I kind of wanted to use this for the final image as like a painted theme. Oops, I spit on the camera. But instead, I think I'm gonna really go ahead and really work this out to where this really looks like icing. Because to me, I feel it doesn't look too much like icing yet. It's too clumpy almost, I don't know. It's the challenge of making something realistic into an illustration. And so what I'll do is, with this layer, I'll click the N, and this is where I can change the opacity. I'll do it at, let's say, 35, so I can still see the fine detail. But what I'm doing here with the next layer is I'm tracing over the drawing again to redefine the lines. Think of it like a light box, how they did back in the day, or how they still do. You know, you get an image and then something to reference, and then you just get a piece of paper, and from there you're able to trace like a reference of what you like. So same ideal, saves me so much time. Drawing stuff from scratch is fun, but it's definitely a lot of work. So any kind of technique you could do to enhance the productivity is something I like to do. But yeah, this is gonna be a challenge of pastry and icing. It's like as you know, a cinnamon pastry, it's like just a mush of everything. So it's cool with me because I like abstract. I like to abstract things. So I feel like this is gonna be no problem. It's just gonna be a lot of nitpicking and going back and forth of the flow and the aesthetic. My fear was that it was gonna look too, I guess I could show you, that it was gonna look too flat of an image. So this is like the first sketch of what I came up with. And doing this, I liked how it looked like a cinnamon roll, but I really wanted to add some dimension, kind of like how these are. And so this is actually my reference, or an inspirational reference. Add this one, and from that, I'm able to just, slowly get inspiration from the from true life objects. That's, for me, I guess, the easiest way to reference and to get inspiration from those type of things. Because drawing this from freehand is definitely a challenge. It just takes a lot more time. And going about what I'm doing right now, it's really easy to overwork something. So as you'll see me, I'll go back and forth, and I'm trying my best to acknowledge the strokes that I'm doing, so I'm not having to go back and forth. And it's just the process. I feel that it's a good way for me to not waste so much time and be so nitpicky. And for example, right now, I think this side is looking pretty good, but yet this side is nowhere near started. So I'm just gonna actually flip the canvas, just make it a little easier on my hand. It's a little difficult having a, just flip the canvas. It's actually nice to do helps your imagination open up a little better, or at least a different perspective on the image you're making. Looking at something for too long really starts to bother me, or not bother, but it's necessary for me to step back. Which actually, I forget there's a preset here now. Project canvas, no. There's this new feature that just came out, and I want to use it to, let's see, reference. Here we go, reference. So go to tool, wrench, go to canvas, and then there's reference. This is really neat. This is gonna help me a lot. I never really, this just came out. And I'm not sure if you can make it smaller or bigger. Oh, you could even do images. That's really cool. Let's do, actually no, I don't need this image. Oh, you could do multiple images? No way. That's crazy. I could just add another image. Or, no, I can't. Okay, I'm just stuck with one image. Alright, so you can only reference one image at a time. I am going to reference some of this stuff, because this is what my client wants the aesthetic to be. And that's kind of crappy how it's a big block. How can I... Sorry about this. There we go. Whoa, I don't know what I did, but it worked. That's weird. Anyways, I think that's enough space. There we go. I hope I don't get copyrighted. There we go. I'm gonna do that. And so, I guess besides the fact that it's taking up a lot of space on the canvas, I really don't mind it. There we go. Oh, that's even better. Okay, that's nice. Just to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue. And as you'll notice, for me right now, this is a point where, having to readjust and recalculate my steps towards this challenge, it can be easy to get distracted and lose the main focus, and where, from what I used to struggle with, the graphic won't be balanced through the whole piece. It'll show chapters of parts that were flourishing and some that were just rushed or hesitated. And it's just it's like a dance. As of years doing this now, can't really rush it or force it. Just gotta go with the flow and see what happens. Oops, I made it big again. That's so weird. That's perfect. There we go. Okay. Because I want to see some of the packaging, the color palette, and the actual cinnamon roll, which, goddamn, those look fucking awesome. I don't really eat sweets as much anymore, but when I do, I go ham. It's not good. It's like feast. I'm just kidding. But slowly but surely, this will get where it needs to be. But with that being said, I appreciate you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.